All right, I have Jimmy Champ Foster with the Magic. The Magic just eliminated the Bombers from the first round with a 64-59 victory. Both teams ended the first half with 33 points. Give me your assessment of what took place in the first half.
Again, came out the first 5-10 minutes. I don't really think we had our legs up on us, ready to run, to catch the pace that the Bombers set. They set a very good pace at the beginning. So, but once we settled down and started figuring out the game plan going forward and settling our emotions down and just relaxing and letting the game come to us, we kind of like started picking and choosing what we was going to go, exploring the mismatches out there, taking advantage of the fouls, making them play up close defense so we can make moves to get them in foul trouble.
Now, you all were behind by 12 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And the score ended 33-33. What happened with that 12-point deficit?
Like I said, we locked in on defense, and I think, like I said a couple of interviews before, defense was going to be our strong point. Everybody knows us to be a running team, not too much of a defensive team, but I think the last two games we showed that we're a pretty strong defensive team when we settle in and communicate. I think the biggest key tonight was communication, finding out what we're supposed to be, constantly talking to each other, letting each other know what we're supposed to be on the court, closing out on the shooters, boxing out. The fundamental part of the game is what changed that 12-point deficit.
Now, both teams ended with 17 fouls. But for those 17 fouls, Rodney Patrick created a lot of personal fouls.
Mm-hmm.
Did that concern you all?
It concerned us because that takes one of our key players out of the game a little bit. And not only does it take our key player out of the game, it take our defensive anchor, take our anchor out of the game. But the concern was it really is not about one guy. The concern was now we have to make sure we make our rotations quicker. Closing out again, getting in the passing lanes because we couldn't rely on our anchor and Rodney. Trying to save him, keep him out of foul trouble, and he ended up unfortunately fouling out of the game. So we had to make adjustments on the fly, rotate, like I said, rotate faster, closing out in the passing lanes, and just covering the shooters. Taking away the lanes that the Bombers were creating on us. I mean, because that's how they got in that 12-point run on us in the first half.
Okay, now in the second half, you all scored 31 points versus 26 points by the Bombers. But Clifton Moody, Mo Scott, yourself, James Daniels getting rebounds. What did you all talk about during halftime?
Halftime was just, again, just following the game plans our leader and our captain set forth, not deviating from it, and just digging in with heart and just playing. Don't take none of these teams in this league lightly. And I think our mindset going out in the second half and what we did talk about was taking the ball handlers away. They only really have 1-2 good shooters, and again, just staying in their face, closing out, making them play the game we want them to play was what our game plan was, and I think we stuck to it.
I believe you did. You did create a lot of frustration for the Bombers. Patrick eventually fouled out of the game, but Clifton Moody scored 22 points, and Mo Scott scored 16 points. How valuable were those two to this win?
Oh, like I said, it's not one person on the team, and that's including our leader, Quick. Everybody on this team brings something to the table. In each individual game we play, one person may not have it that night, but we got players that come in and bring their A game at the same time. So, like I said, when your number call, you just got to be able to answer. And I think those guys did that tonight. So, with the rest of us, we just had to bite what we know we can do to get them guys going, because we just rode their coattails, and that's what it's all about. If you're a scorer but you're not able to score, turn around and play defense, rebound, the fundamental.
I think you all did a great job. Number one, you were hitting your free throws.
Yes, sir.
You played tough defense, and you caused the Bombers to make a lot of turnovers.
Sir.
And that came from great defense.
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel, going to the next round, though you have to wait until, the 76ers and the Nets finish there?
Yes, sir. To be honest, I've been playing this league for a while now, and this is like the first time that I really done made it out of the first round. So I'm kind of happy for that. I'm real happy for that. So now the focus on my part, and I'm pretty sure my team part, we just ready to go to the next step, and we just gonna tighten up even more.
And let me make a correction. I actually said that you would be waiting for the winner between the Nets Western Division, but you will be waiting for the Celtics
and the Heat.
And the Heat.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about playing against any one of those teams?
To be honest, I don't want to sound cocky, but I just feel like, hey, it don't matter which one it is. We just gonna play Magic basketball. It don't matter if it's the Heat, it don't matter if it's the Celtics. We're gonna stick to our game plan and we're gonna execute.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else I need to know?
No, sir.
All right, then, Magic.
Yes, sir.
Do your thing.
Yep.